We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry.
He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Again, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, now how about this return? And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Tua going to give this to Wright.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Keep running it.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Motion man is Schwartz. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now Tua. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing is Jackson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Jackson. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson will throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action now. Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And bulldozing his way through. And how about that for just running out the clock? The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
An effective play there, getting the wideouts involved in the run game.
They're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw is Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Could be it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come
left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Steps away to his left.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy.
And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, I think every
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field.
Pick it up.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the length. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. His first pass falls incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Lamar out of the pistol. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Lamar off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. On the left side. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a positive result on that effort. He's down to the enemy 40 before going out.
You know it right now, Kate. I'm absolutely in favor of this frenetic pace. A touchdown scored, and this is what the immediate response is. Nearly answer it with a house call yourself. Yeah, there's no body blows in this one. This game's starting with some serious haymakers.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain on the first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Great. Set. Defense is asleep.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles respond 7-3 to tie the game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run.
Yo, what's good, fam? Lil Cash. Yeah, Lil Man.
In a good spot here. 2nd and inches. From the 29. He's got a man hooked. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Has him on a quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They just get the play off. Complete Derrick Henry. Stick on success. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Play action now with Jackson. And he's going to score a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Great, set. Can't stop us! Can't stop us!
Hurts setting up to throw. Forced out to his right. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens are going to be set up in goal to go after a great return down inside the 10.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
The throw is caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Ravens pushing for points. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson off the play action. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense final of backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's his running back. There he goes, right sideline. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 1-score game before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Extra point set right down the middle. The Eagles steal the seven. just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Lamar now from the gun. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 41. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. They'll come up first and 10. Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So second down coming up. Lamar throwing again. Into the hands of Likely. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Jackson now on 3rd. Cutting the pylon. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Oh, nearly got to the end zone there. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal. Lamar off the play fake. Has it in close.
Let's go.
And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright.
Come on, dog.
Double their lead to 14.
No, fam.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff.
I know y'all agree with that, but this.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep.
Like I'm doing now.
W's in the chat. W's in the chat.
I put the ground to end that return. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First down throwing for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Throwing on the run.
I don't even know.
I'm on that, fam.
I've never heard of him being a DJ or anything.
And the Ravens will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
They
Touchdown right here. Touchdown right here.
Play fake, Jackson.
Uh-oh.
Like when it comes down to
Nah, fam.
it's relevant.
Let's get more points to end a lopsided first half. Zay Flowers, the touchdown.
Come
At the
on,
end of the day, I
dog.
understand he got to do what he got to do. He's doing the same thing.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
People
Come on, dog.
to monetize off.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Here's the veteran Dustin Hopkins ready for the start, and we are underway now from Huntington Bank Field. Fighting his way through contact. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Jackson now. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 54 yards. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready. Claws raised. Let's go.
Thompson Robinson now. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Third down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Ready. Smash, red. Right, white.
The DTR going to throw it here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore, 62 yards. And the Browns are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
He dumps it off for Henry. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Henry will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now third and goal. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
On the ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2nd and a couple.
Strikers, 3-3.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Now a 2nd and 2.
Down. 43 reps.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
10.
Ford is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go.
Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go. Ready.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. This is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Well, looking deep here for Flowers. And that's caught.
Come on, no.
Alert just before midnight Friday. We don't have any information to give.
Touchdown. Zay Flowers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Greg Newsome up to make the stop. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And a short one there, caught by Likely. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They go play action with Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They go play action now. Jackson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium. This is 2nd and 8.
Ready?
From near his goal line, here's Thompson Robinson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here we go. Moving offense. Keep it moving. Right, 97. Chop, 17. Ready?
Thompson Robinson now. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They couldn't ask for much more at this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They run with Ford. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson off of play action. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter. And shedding him off, now open field. A beautiful fake. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. This is 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson. Able to find Judy, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
And this one is incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Fight to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
A big play in this football game. Third down and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Here's second down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Ready. Blaster, 6. Black Ultra. Okay, let's make some good plays today. Ready.
Here's Thompson Robinson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Let's go. Black shot. Red cycle. Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving. Keep scoring these guys, man. Steel, black. Build that momentum.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and this game is tied. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Oh, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. His defense has a touchdown.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone. But no move to bring it out. It's touched back, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
You want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He keeps it himself.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. A pickup of 14 on that one. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Man in motion is Brown. Mahomes now to throw again. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Right back to the air from Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off. It's DeMar Hamlin. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their 1st points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Josh Allen. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Allen on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. Each quarterback picked off in that turnover-filled first quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake.
Some shades of Dan Marino in that vintage play of the fake spike touchdown, but in this case, wasn't nearly as deceptive and wasn't nearly as productive.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the...
And he's into the end zone. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 2. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Patrick to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They put Kelsey in motion. On fourth down, they snap it to Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. In a 7-0 game. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. This one intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. First and 10. Gun, here's Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Allen, gonna give it to Cook. Still fighting, what a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. Here's third down and a few inches. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. The contact, it's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Play action. It's Allen. He's going to... And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Atlanta Falcons. And it comes your way next.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they won the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly
any offense.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And he bats it away, and it falls